What is going on, Knicks Nation? Welcome back to Knicks Media. This is Richie, and today we're breaking down Duece McBride's breakout party, okay? He has been on an absolute tear ever since he has been slotted into the starting lineup next to Jalen Brunson and Donte DiVincenzo. But really, it was when the Knicks traded away RJ in quickly and gave him that extension. When the Knicks gave Duece his opportunity, he's been taking it and running away with it. The New York Knicks get a W yesterday against the Brooklyn Nets after losing to the Denver Nuggets on Thursday. And I know that Donte DiVincenzo also had a good game yesterday, and there's a lot of things to break down with these Knicks. But in this video, I just want to focus on Duece. I want to talk about him and what we can expect from him for the rest of the season into the playoffs, and how Duece low-key could be the New York Knicks' secret weapon. Yes, secret weapon. And the NBA world better get ready for this guy, because he's coming off playing 48 minutes and absolutely shooting the lights out of the ball, shooting with confidence, with rhythm. I'm excited to break down Duece McBride. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section right now, Knicks fans. How are you feeling about Duece McBride's breakout so far this season? It has been an absolute joy to watch his development from his second-round pick, watching him ball out in Westchester, and now seeing what he's doing right now. It is an absolute joy. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section, guys. Don't forget to hit that like button on your way into the video, and subscribe if you're new to Knicks Media. Let's get further into Duece McBride. Now, the first thing we got to talk about is the defense. I mean, this guy is the Steph Curry stopper, right? I feel like that was kind of where Tom Thibodeau had the idea to start Duece, because let's not forget, when OG was hurt initially, it was Precious Achiuwa starting with this lineup. But then when OG got hurt again and Tom Thibodeau had to make an adjustment to the lineup again, he decided to go with Duece in that starting rotation instead of Precious. And I thought at that time against the Golden State Warriors last week, it was because we're going up against Steph Curry. We need someone to match up against him. Duece McBride did a great job in that game. And then right when he played all like 47 or 46 minutes in that game, and the Knicks beat the Warriors without OG, Tom Thibodeau is probably like, okay, he's not coming out of the lineup anymore, and I'm never taking him off the court either. He's going to play 48 minutes a night, because yesterday he played 48 minutes. I don't know how sustainable that is, but at the end of the day, what he's doing right now is showing that this Knicks team is deep, bro, and Duece is a big reason for it, and I'm going to break down why he's the secret weapon for this Knicks team, because the defense, we all knew that he was a defensive player. Right when the New York Knicks drafted him out of West Virginia, I saw a player that Tom Thibodeau will absolutely love to develop. Someone that's going to play hard, someone that's going to get into the passing lanes on that defensive end. But the big question is, how is Duece going to develop his offensive game? How is he going to really, get his offensive confidence? How is he going to find his rhythm? And every time we saw him at Westchester, he would put up 30-point triple-doubles a few years ago. But then when he came to the NBA, it took him a little bit. But now the Knicks gave him an opportunity, and the defense was never the issue. It was the offense. When are the shots going to start falling? When is he going to really take his game to another level? We're seeing it before our very eyes, folks. And the reason why he's a secret weapon is because he can be the defensive nightmare. He can follow anybody. If you can play that well against Steph Curry last week, you can match up against anybody. Now, you look at the box score. Steph Curry still put up his 27 last week. And the reason why I keep bringing up that game in particular against the Warriors is because that was Duce's first opportunity to start next to Jalen Brunson. We saw Duece start in replacement of Brunson when he was injured here and there. But this is an actual opportunity for Duece, and he's been absolutely taking advantage of it. And the offense, coming off a 26-point game yesterday, matching his career high, 6 3-pointers made. I mean, the guy is now developing into an offensive threat, an offensive weapon, which is really making this thing exciting. Now, I have a question for Knicks fans, because I don't want to get ahead of myself, but obviously we have to wait and see. We're expecting Mitchell Robinson to return soon. We don't know when OG's coming back. We don't know when Julius Randle's coming back, but watching the way that this Knicks team is playing together, the way Josh Hart is rebounding the ball, the way Isaiah Hartenstein continues to dominate. Jalen Brunson had an off night for his standards, of course, shooting only 7 of 24 yesterday. But the way that Jalen Brunson is playing at an MVP level in the depth that we have, where could the Knicks go in the playoffs this season? And I feel like Duece McBride is going to have a big impact in the playoffs, which is why I wanted to make this video initially, is because I feel like Duece is about to do something special for these Knicks in the playoffs, and the whole NBA world is going to realize who Duece is. Us Knicks fans know what Duece is. We know who he is, and we know what he could bring to the table, but the NBA world kind of doesn't know of him just yet. They know of him. Big NBA fans know Duece McBride. But my point is, I feel like the NBA playoffs is where Duece McBride is really going to be born, which is why I want to ask you guys the question, where do you think these New York Knicks are going this year in the NBA playoffs? How far do you see them going? Because again, there's a lot of optimism from me personally of this Knicks team going far in the playoffs. Whew. Let me know in the comment section right now, guys, where do you see this Knicks team heading in the postseason? And as you guys can see here, the odds presented by BetUS Sportsbook, they have the New York Knicks at plus 1,000 to make it to the NBA Finals, to represent the Eastern Conference in the NBA Finals. Let me know in the comment section, guys. Do you think the Knicks actually have an opportunity here to go all the way to the NBA Finals? Now, my first instinct is this. You know, we made it to the first round 3 years ago. We lost to the Hawks. We missed the playoffs the next year. And then the year after that, we go to the playoffs. We finally win a playoff series. We get into the second round. We lose to the Heat. This year, I definitely want to go to the Eastern Conference Finals. And that's kind of where I'm at. Eastern Conference Finals is where I want this Knicks team to go. Could we match up against Boston? That's going to be a really tall task, which is why the Knicks are at plus 1,000 on BetUS Sportsbook, who is the official sportsbook sponsor of this channel. If you guys want to open up an account for BetUS, definitely go click that link down below in the description, folks. You guys will get a 125% sign-up bonus on your first 3 deposits, up to $2,500. This is just one of many options that they have for the New York Knicks. Future bets, you can bet on them every single game, of course. And they also have March Madness on there. So if you guys want to take advantage of the 125% bonus on BetUS, definitely go consider it. But I am curious, do you guys like the odds for the New York Knicks at plus 1,000 to make the NBA Finals? Because you see the Celtics are the heavy favorite, the Bucks are second, and the Knicks, according to BetUS, have the third most likely chances of making the NBA playoffs, even ahead of guys like the Cleveland Cavaliers, which I absolutely love. So let's hear a quick word from the proud sponsor of Knicks Media, BetUS.
BetUS, America's favorite sportsbook and casino. Live betting and racebook. We're celebrating 30 years with a historic offer. A 125% sign-up bonus on your first 3 deposits. Plus 10% gambler's insurance. Get started today. BetUS, where the game begins.
Where the game begins. Shout out to BetUS. Now, just finishing up and wrapping this in a bow about what I can expect from Duece McBride. I feel like when I said earlier, the playoffs is where the star will officially be born. And why can't we expect Duece to do these types of things in the NBA playoffs? But I also want to ask you guys another question. What is Tom Thibodeau going to do with the minutes when we get healthy? I mean, Duece is playing 48 minutes yesterday. I'm not expecting him to do that when we're all healthy. When OG's back and Randall's back and Mitch is back, how are you going to take Duece off the court? I know that you have to play those other guys, but Duece is playing so well where he's hitting step-back three-pointers. He's doing things that I honestly didn't see in his game. I mean, I saw it in college. I saw him doing it at Westchester, but I never thought it would translate to the NBA level this early in his career. You see the contested three-point shots he's hitting. You see him attacking the paint. You see his defense. He is such an important piece, and I also want to throw this scenario at you guys. Can you imagine a defensive lineup with Duece McBride, OG Anunoby, and Mitchell Robinson on the court together? And even throw in Precious Achiuwa and like Dante DiVincenzo in that rotation. That's not the starting 5. That's just hypothetical 5 players on the court at the same time. That is like an elite, top-tier defense. And we know that's what Tom Thibodeau is going to try to preach. He's been preaching it since he walked in the building with the New York Knicks. But my point is, the Knicks have an elite defender at all 3 levels on the court. Point guard, wing, and big man. You got to get healthy, first with OG and Mitch, but boy, oh boy, it's an exciting time to be a Knicks fan, and I had to highlight my guy, Duece McBride, because watching his breakout has been an absolute joy to watch recently. So Knicks fans, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you all for the support. Don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe if you're new. My name is Richie, and we got some big games this week the Knicks got to take advantage of. We'll be breaking it all down here on the channel throughout the week here on Knicks Media. Peace out, and have a great rest of your day. Peace.